Welcome back to Making It Awkward. I'm Jessica Wilson.
Mama Pops.
Welcome back to Making It Awkward. I'm Jessica Wilson.
What? I said, and Pops.
And Pop. Yeah, you just said them Pops.
Oh, and Pops.
And Pops.
And Pops.
Okay.
Sound better?
And Pops.
And Pops.
Here we go.
Before we start the show and to set up the flavor of the episode, I'll jump in with my dad's first TikTok and the reason that my dad has a Coke bottle in front of him during the recording. Putting peanuts into a bottle of Coke and drinking them together has been going around on social media lately, and folks have asked if we could try it. We found a video from Sorted Food. It's 3 guys from London in a studio, one sharing information, and the other 2 trying the delicacy. Our video is of us piling peanuts into the Coke bottle and drinking it, along with the Sorted Food guys.
These are the things I see on the internet, and they make me angry.
So boys, this is Farmer's Coke. This is a trend that goes back to the 1920s. It's a simple combination of 2 ingredients, Coca-Cola and salted peanuts. So it's a snack from the southern states of the USA. It's still found at social occasions and beaches in states such as North Carolina. Also a very quick and easy snack for people working on the farms, hence the name Farmer's Coke.
How many?
Loads, Baz, it's delicious.
What?
Yeah.
Yes! So eating the nuts beforehand, then having my Coke, I was getting salty Coke. I was like, tastes nice. But what happens here when the nuts are in the Coke is you also get sweetened nuts.
It turns out that beverage wasn't new to my dad.
Cheers to Farmer's Coke.
Let's cheers to Farmer's Coke.
Bink. Oh, nice click. My parents did this. I never thought it was all of that great when I was younger. I mean, my father did it all the time. That's basically the only way he would drink his Coke is
with peanuts in
with
it.
Peanuts in it or stuff.
Really?
Yeah. You know, drink a Coca-Cola or an RC or something like that, and you put peanuts in it.
RC Cola.
RC, hey,
Yeah.
good stuff.
RC Cola.
Yeah. But I tried it. I didn't. You know, as kids, you do that. You see your parents do something, and and then you.
We'll get back to him in a bit, but first, I have something to share with you. It's been on my heart for a long time. Something I'm really confused by is some of the ways that white people season their food, or don't season them at all. And I decided to chat with my dad about it. This conversation rolled into a discussion about food safety and a rant about raw milk, both of which were unexpected, but we'll set up a further conversation with a cattle farmer and former dairy kids to come in January. Okay. My confusion about seasoning was amplified when looking into MSG for last week's episode and seeing how people frame flavorful food in general. If you listened, you may recall that I've seen people complain about MSG simply because it makes food taste good. I came across someone who expressed concerns about MSG because it would make a nail taste good, which to me sounds like a concern about the potential of overconsumption of stainless steel and a perforated esophagus, but I know that's not what he meant. There are many varietals of Caucasians in this country, and today I'm going to narrow my focus to 2 of my favorites, the Maximalists and the Minimalists. It's the cuisines of Jell-O salad and the quinoa salad. The Minimalists are those who attempt to make singular foods exciting. Minimalists are able to make a meal out of unseasoned ingredients. It's people who make carrots, celery, plain pita, and unsalted hummus into a meal. People who eat unseasoned quinoa. People who mix in unflavored protein powder with kale and call it lunch. It could even be the Starbucks protein box of eggs, not quite a whole apple, a few grapes, a chunk of cheese, a small round bread with a pack of peanut butter. My favorite minimalist as of today is John Anderson, a bald guy who looks to be in his 50s. John describes himself as someone who recreates men from average to alpha. And he provides us with this motivational talk.
When you feel like the world's against you, remember this: you must rise above. An airplane chooses to take off against the wind. So when you feel like everything's against you, keep pushing. You're about ready to take off.
He's got very pronounced muscles, and it looks like they might not be natural. He's got a pretty popular video of his favorite snack, beef in a bag. A short Instagram reel shows him in his kitchen in his barely there tank top with a bag full of brown goo that he's squeezing through a cutout corner.
Ground beef in a bag, a little bit of sauce that you enjoy. Eating on the run has never been so easy. Look, give it a squeeze, out it comes. Looks kind of nasty, I know. It's actually really good.
The comments on the video are worth watching the video for, even if you keep the volume off. My favorite is someone describing the snack as a Dookie Go-Gurt, another saying it was a Dookie Capri Sun, which I think are excellent depictions of the situation. I've also been blessed by getting to watch more than one person eating raw, unseasoned meat. I'll bless my dad with a video of someone eating raw chicken in a bit. Minimalists are the reason that Erewhon grocery stores can sell a raw meat smoothie that has actually uncooked meat mixed with coconut cream. And no shade to a minimalist. You all know that I can't cook, and my meals in years past have been a bunch of chickpeas in a bowl with avocado and everything seasoning because I was too lazy to figure out something else to eat. Later, you'll hear that my dad is also a proud minimalist. Now, to the maximalist, who is adding as much flavor, color, and as many textures as possible into a single dish. In the last 4 years or so, TikTok has done what no other platform has been able to do for me. It has brought me into people's kitchens to see their maximalist recipes play out. Maximalists on TikTok, particularly women who are often cooking for their husband and children, have been showcasing their regional delicacies and best recipes on social media for all the world to see. I love a maximalist because I love extra. I love sequins. I love glitter. I love bright colors. I love the family across the street whose Christmas light strategy simply seems to be more than last year, wherever there's room. Anyhow, one of the food trends I've seen escalate on TikTok this year is a spaghetti hot dog. You might be imagining hot dogs on spaghetti, but that is definitely not extra. What started as a way to make a funny snack by cutting up hot dogs into smaller tubes, sticking noodles on opposite ends of the rounds, and boiling them together a few years ago, something that would actually qualify as minimalism, turned into whole hot dogs with noodles stuck into them at 6 distinct places on a single side in 2024. To make these creations, while the dogs are boiling, take buns, brush them with herbed garlic butter, and toast those buns. When the dogs are done, paint the noodles with tomato sauce and sprinkle mozzarella cheese. Roll each of them up, put them in buns, toast them together, sprinkle Parmesan and dried chives on them, and enjoy. It's actually quite simple, and there's a video of a guy doing it, all with a hot plate and toaster oven in his room, maximizing flavor and space at the same time. And let me tell you, 99% of the time, I feel like maximalists are simply trolling us. Folks of color have a great time making videos, reacting and responding to the concoctions. And at the same time, I'm still going to watch the videos just like I'd watch a horror movie. In both cases, I fully know what I'm walking into. There's often a lot of confusion, a dramatic build, the idea that things just might turn out okay, and then all of a sudden it climaxes and it's truly as scary as I thought, and I immediately cover my eyes, but I simply can't not watch. Some of my favorite maximalists on TikTok are those of the Midwestern variety. I had guests at my wedding 15 or so years ago who had grown up in the Midwest and were genuinely surprised that they enjoyed the food at our wedding. They told us that in the Midwest, a wedding will have a variety of Jell-O salads and underseasoned meats. I hadn't thought to ask a follow-up question at that time and falsely assumed that a Jell-O salad was a bowl with chunks of different flavored Jell-O in it. I realized I was wrong the first time I saw a mound of Jell-O that had a layer of cream on the bottom. And then later, in the 2010s, someone told me that I needed to try a Midwest Snickers salad and that it had Jell-O. My mind was blown. TikTok has changed my life by bringing the salad to me. And it also changed the life of the woman behind the account, that Midwestern mom, who amassed 1 million followers after sharing her recipe for Snickers salad a few years ago. In the video, her hair looks like it's fresh from foam rollers, and her dress has bright polka dots in all colors, and she has her pearl necklace on. My dad thought the outfit was a bit too extra, but I thought it was just right.
Yes.
Brought you on
For
food-related things.
food related.
I've seen things on the internet, specifically social media, seen white people eat things that are very underseasoned, very overseasoned. I'm going to show you some videos of very over-seasoned
Overseas
food.
foods. Okay. Is he doing that?
Of course, dice up about 4 of your favorite apples. The apple of choice for this salad is usually Granny Smith because it's nice and tart and offsets the Snickers. However, I'm from Minnesota, and the Honeycrisp apple was developed at the University of Minnesota in 1960, so we're going to use Honeycrisp and Granny Smith. Most people take the skins off of their apples, but I leave them on because where else are we getting fiber in our diet in Minnesota? For heaven's sakes, we're making salads out of Snickers. Since we're not eating a Snicker salad until tomorrow. Someone somewhere along the line said that 7-Up keeps your apples from browning. So as I chop my apples, I'm going to dunk them in the 7-Up and see if it works. Grab your largest Tupperware bowl that everybody owns in the Midwest. Package of vanilla instant pudding. Add in 1 cup of cold buttermilk. Just trust me, the extra tang is delicious. And don't add 2 cups of milk like the recipe suggests on the back of the box, because then your salad will get soupy, and nobody likes soupy salad. And mix it up. Drain the 7-Up off of your apples. Add them to your pudding mixture and combine. Now normally I say measure the Snickers with your heart, or if the Easter Bunny purposely brought Snickers for the children for Easter because the children don't like Snickers, they're still going to eat them all, so you get to add as many Snickers as they left for you. Good thing my mom's a hairdresser and she keeps candy on hand for the hair salon. Milky Way is also a great option if you need to go peanut free. Chop your mini Snickers in quarters. My heart would like twice this many Snickers, but my children said nope. This is why we can't have nice things. Now, of course, David, it's time to fold in the whipped topping. And no, David, I cannot help you with just this one thing. If you don't know how to fold it in by now, after 37,000 Minnesota salads with whipped topping, I don't think I can help you. We do need to transfer this to a clean Tupperware bowl because nobody could see a messy salad like this. Lots of people like to add smashed peanuts or caramel sauce to the top. You do need to save a few Snickers slices for the very top because that sure does look like potato salad if you don't know what you're looking at. Snickers salad, the salad that made me famous.
And they were in there.
Enjoy!
They were mixed up in there?
Is the aftermath of just 3 salads. It actually doesn't look as bad on camera as it does to my eyeballs right now.
You're nuts.
I couldn't resist showing him the ingredients for just one more Midwest salad.
These recipes are not set in stone. You do whatever you want, okay?
Oh.
To this glorious mixture, we're going to add in a can of drained fruit cocktail.
Fruit cocktail, buddy. Old staple boy when I was growing up.
Happy, but this is what my grandma used to do, and this is what a lot of women in the 50s and 60s
Dang
used to
right.
do in Minnesota because canned fruit was easily and readily available. And you know it wouldn't be a Minnesota salad without some Cool Whip and marshmallows. Fold it in, David. You wouldn't want this gorgeous Cool Whip to fall.
You're done now. I mean, that's over with. That's a throwaway right now. Starting right now, it's throwaway.
First 3 ingredients you're okay with?
Yeah, okay, but now it's a throwaway.
The Tupperware's going to be sold in Target now. Enjoy!
Oh.
Here's that Midwestern mom.
And now I'm going to show you a video of a very under-seasoned food.
Which I don't think exists in the white world.
Ready for this guy?
Who's this guy?
This is a raw wellness guy.
Who?
A raw wellness guy?
Raw, meaning who? No! Shit!
You knew what it was immediately.
Fuck, yo, God. The guy eats raw food? That's worse than raw meat?
Oh, yeah, that's raw chicken.
Why would you want to do that?
This is a great question. I don't know, especially because he only has 400 followers. So
Well, he's not going to have many.
he's gonna die.
He's not going to be around for the rest of him.
What else is he eating?
Raw eggs.
I don't know, and meat? Raw eggs on meat?
Is he?
He's not saying.
He is not okay.
He is not okay. He's a real health coach, but it looks like a very troll.
What people people ate rough. Okay, the indigenous people of the
yes,
Alaska area. Okay,
salmon,
fish.
Well,
they smoke their salmon. They eat the salmon raw. They smoke it, but the blubber from the wells and stuff. That was a treat.
Okay.
Yeah, not too many. People of the Amazon, I don't know. That's never been studied or whatever.
That was very random. That was just a random addition.
Yeah, random. But no, the only people that I am aware of that ate raw.
People eat raw fish all the time in sushi.
Ew. But no, it's fish that's been processed, though. It's not.
No. You go to Mexico, tuna fish, bring it back.
Right.
Put it in your freezer.
Then it's been in the freezer.
Oh, so this is okay. Wait,
it's killed a lot of the.
Oh, you were kind of insane. Yeah, that does not happen.
What? kills a lot of the.
No, it deactivates them. It doesn't kill them. Well, now I need to go
not
find out.
deactivate, but it, the parasites or stuff that.
It stops them. Yeah.
Yeah, right. But just to go, the bug goes out, kills the chicken, pluck it, and cut it up, and chomps down on it.
That seems like it would.
You're looking at now. You might have your will and your
living trust
already set up over here someplace.
So no raw chicken.
And tell them to burn your butt instead of.
But people eat raw fish.
Yeah.
People have eaten your fish raw.
Raw, yeah.
Okay, and that's okay because it's been frozen. That's your logic,
right? Yeah, and so it's been frozen.
Okay,
true, but then it's killed anything that's possibly unhealthy if it does.
No, that's not how it works.
It doesn't work that way.
No, it just deactivates it so it doesn't spread or grow. From what? Okay, let me fact check this. I'll give Amy a call.
Right, I think it kills some of the.
Okay, we actually don't know what we're talking
bacteria,
about. Bacteria,
probably not. But here again, as far as any
things that are alive.
Things that are alive.
Like parasites. But then if you go eat it again raw, won't it have come back to life? Or was it killed forever because it's frozen?
It's frozen.
Anything we need a food engineer to help
anything
us
with the
with the live.
Well, yeah, fluid.
I could see. Yeah, I could see that.
That's why you can't. We can't be frozen and brought back to life because everything else cells and boom, turn into
that is a really
biomess.
Good point.
Yeah,
a biomess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, but that boy was chomping down on a raw piece of chicken.
He sure was.
He out of your freaking mind.
Now, I did a follow-up about this and was told usually yes to the question of whether freezing can kill parasites. Amy said that some bacteria can survive freezing and some cannot, and most viruses can survive freezing. She said the usually is because it depends on how long the freezing time is and which parasites, and that my dad was correct because one of the ways to pre-treat tuna for sushi is to freeze it. So, score 1 for my dad. I kind of feel like I need to make sushi with his tuna now. We'll see how brave I become. At one point, I brought up videos of people drinking raw milk on TikTok. I was planning to talk about the health risks, but didn't even get to finish my sentence.
So, people have been drinking raw milk.
No.
Yes.
Dummies.
Why?
I don't know, but you ever tasted raw milk? I mean, my you ever tasted raw milk?
I heard it tastes good.
Bullshit, it doesn't.
Why don't you like it?
Because they let me taste raw milk when they were milking the cow when I was probably 7 years old.
Okay.
That was the nastiest stuff you wanted to taste in your life.
Really?
It was awful. It didn't taste like milk.
Probably that's a good thing because milk tastes gross. What did it taste like, Dad?
I spit it out. That's why because that stuff was gross. He was my great uncle. Yeah, it was my great uncle.
Okay. Was
milking a cow.
Okay.
And all the kids, when you go out there, you do, you got all of my relatives, raise their own animals, pigs or cows, whatever, chickens.
Yeah.
And he was milking the cow.
Yeah.
And he knew it tasted bad.
I hear people love it.
And he gave me.
And he gave you.
Yeah. I mean, this was right as he was milking the cow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That stuff was gross.
Do you remember when? No, you probably don't.
It didn't taste like
70 years ago.
I mean, put it this way, it left enough of an impression on me that I never ever wanted to try raw milk again because it did not taste like anything I had tasted before. I drank milk as a kid. Yeah, you drank milk.
Okay.
Yeah, so you know
what milk is supposed to taste like.
What milk is supposed to taste like. This stuff was foul.
Okay.
I mean, I can't say anything more about it. And the way they made buttermilk out of raw milk was even worse. You had a churn in the corner. You churn it so much, and then you take, it's like this stuff would float to the top. And you got this translucent liquid left from it after it's been sitting there for a few days. My uncle they used to dip that off, and it was set on the table.
Oh.
Unchilled.
Unchilled
Everything with this, and it was buy buttermilk in the store. It's all blended together, right?
Right.
This was unblended.
Okay, unblended.
And it was sitting on the table there in this jar, and the stuff, translucent liquid, and this glob sitting on top of it or whatever, and he would pour the glass, shake it up, and he would
drink it.
And drink it. No, it would even smell bad.
I mean, that would make sense, yes, especially if it was just sitting there.
It even smelled bad. He loved it. Well,
I mean, that's good.
Yeah, my grandmother, she make all of her, she baked with it, which wasn't bad.
Okay.
She did all her biscuits and cakes and everything else. I mean, she did it with buttermilk. But raw milk and the original buttermilk, that's some of the grossest stuff that you could ever. I can't describe how awful it. Talk to anybody that I grew up with.
I've talked to two people right now who say it tastes delicious.
Bullshit.
2 people.
Raw milk tastes delicious.
Yeah. And
horse crap.
The people on the internet are raving about raw milk. We're going to have a whole episode exploring this. We're going to get an actual farmer.
And see if they would drink the milk right out of a cow.
Well, I mean, they don't because they understand that raw milk is not safe.
Dang right.
But we're going to figure it out.
Raw milk is, this
was a mistake bringing it up.
Raw milk.
All right. Let me prove to you
that
people drink raw milk. Look at all of her raw milk content.
But no.
This milk has been sitting in my refrigerator for close to 6 weeks, and it is still perfectly safe to consume.
See how lumpy it looks?
This is unpasteurized raw milk, and raw milk will not spoil like conventional milk does. Let me break it down for you. Raw milk is a living superfood,
She has
very
to
similar
mix
to
the
human
stuff.
breast milk. It is packed full of gut-healthy bacteria.
It's chunky milk.
Yeah.
To consume it for that milky sweetness, you want to drink it within the first 7 to 10 days. After that, it starts the process of fermenting into yogurt. All that gut-healthy bacteria starts to eat up a lot of the sugar and sweetness from the...
Whew, I definitely made a mistake opening that can of worms with my dad. There were claims made by multiple people there. Me, my dad, and Sarah Jean, TikToker at get.holistic. These all deserve to be fact-checked. In January, we've got at least one episode coming where we can fact check that information. It's all about raw milk, and I got to interview an actual farmer, formerly dairy, currently cattle. And back to the thesis at hand.
Along with the politics of the country, I have seen people shift all the way to like eating raw meat or like the glorification of having just a really good time with over-seasoned Midwestern foods, or making hot dogs out of spaghetti, which I can show you in a minute. Hot dogs into spaghetti.
Hot dogs make.
We'll show you that in just a second.
A gluten dog.
Gluten dog. Yeah. Like we're on Golden Girls.
I'm still here.
Still here. You grew up with simple flavors, is what you said. You're a salt and pepper. Maybe garlic powder.
Never. There was any. I don't think my mom's ever used garlic powder.
What about now?
Who, me?
Yeah. What do you got?
For my seasoning?
Yeah.
Salt, pepper mainly.
Yeah. You got some Parmesan cheese.
Parmesan cheese if you want to sprinkle it on something.
Soy sauce.
Yeah, that's about it.
What do you put ketchup on?
Eggs sometimes, omelet sometimes. That's about it.
So you're very low seasoned.
I like the food taste. I mean, I like the taste of the food that I'm. You don't have to discuss if it's veggie. I like to. I'm eating because of that vegetable taste. But that's it.
You were the one that introduced me to a tomato sandwich.
Tomato sandwich. What did we put on a tomato sandwich?
Tomatoes
and mayo.
Salt and pepper, mayo, and bread.
That's it. So you're tasting the tomato, right? Yeah. So why put seasoned salt or various different things? Okay, we're gonna put a big slice of onion on it or something like that.
Because you're trying to taste the tomato.
I'm trying to taste the tomato.
All right.
And with that,
this has been Making It Awkward.
Making It Awkward.
Oh wait, we need to tell people to keep making it awkward.
Oh.
Yeah.
Keep making it awkward.
Yeah. Also that.
Yeah. And
I'm Jessica Wilson.
I'm Pops.
This show is sponsored by the Patreon. members.
The what?
Patreon. Remember, I've
Those are
spoken.
people that wanted to make more babies? Oh, wait. Did I get that wrong?
That's the pronatalism.
Oh, I got it wrong. Sorry.
Patreon members pay like $3 to $25 a month to help me pay for Jen.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That sounds like an outstanding.
It's a nice thing to do.
Yeah, really outstanding.
And people can leave reviews,
Mhm.
rate the show. They can leave comments on Spotify or YouTube.
Mhm.
You'll read them. Remember you read that one review?
Yeah, from the boy from Australia?
No.
Oh, there was another.
The nice one.
From...
We
got
can
about
read
shirt.
her. She can get another shout out since you don't
This wasn't the
remember.
boy that bought the shirt. There's somebody else.
Oh, the one who brought the shirt. Yes. Let's thank LB as well for
Okay.
buying a shirt.
Okay.
Say thanks.
Thanks, LB.
Yeah.
Yes.
You-
I'm rating
made-
4.9 rating. Who's that?
Me.
Ooh, 4.9?
Yeah.
See that? 4.9 when I had in my business. Damn.
Yeah. Do you remember reading this from Kate? We can give her another.
I've listened to Jessica's insight about food society and the strange, unstable times we're living through. Her podcast is a breath of fresh awkwardness. Okay, cool.
Yeah, people can write things like those
All
and
right.
will make you read them
4.9.
like that.
Damn.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Damn good.
Okay.
Yes.
This is edited by
Jen Jacob.
Farmer Jen.
Farmer Jen.
Yep.
What's Farmer Jen?
I mean, it ties into the show. I always tie it into the show.
Farmer Jen?
No, it says something about her that always ties into the show. Farmer Jen, supported by the legacy of...
Da-da-da-da-da-da-me. Second one out.
Okay.